The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Let me tell you,
return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. The stars align and the month-time night burn like a dried out leaf. I will leave it on the next string, baby, I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat.
Good evening, everybody. And James Galton says I'm late. He said 8:03. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't figure out what the hell's going on. You know, that's part of my rant tonight about YouTube because they changed things again. So, hello everybody. And it is December already. My goodness, time flies when you're playing with trains. All right, so we got quite a few people in here so far. Right now it says 43 on one spot and 48 on another spot, so I'm confused. I guess YouTube is confused also. So I want to say hello to everybody. James Galton, how you doing? Sparky 107. Dragon Lover 68, how you doing? Real Fan Loy. Christmas, all right. School Kill River Valley. John, how you doing? Good to see you here. Elmar. Who else is in here? Mr. Pictovid. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me put this up in the queue so I could put that up there a little bit later. John Benicki, good to see ya. Glad you can make it in here. All right, let me look on this side over here because it's a little bit easier to follow. The Story Maker, he's here, y'all. Okay, I'm glad you made it in here. This is the first time I've seen you in here. Where are you from? Southern 207 Hobbies, how you doing? Kyle Stevens, Norman Rowe. Okay, Gerald Stewart, how you doing? Sean McGee. All right, there you go, Sean. All right, who else do I see in here? I know there's more people in here. Darren Logue. Okay, I gotcha. Chasco. And S5107, a.k.a. Chasco. Now, I guess that means I could do the module cam in here. Craig stuck in the truck, Rexon. He was the first one on tonight. Midsummer Railway. Greg, how you doing? Good to see you can make it here tonight. All right. Do I see... Nightbot is even in here tonight. Oh, my goodness. Stephen Rowe, New Fenris Railroad. Pirates of the Model Trains, Mickey Collins, how you doing? And Thomas Grassi, good to see you here. Do I see anybody else? Okay, I'm going down the list here. Philip Rowe, all right. Otter Creek and Rio Grande. And he's listening in as he is editing videos. Okay. I know how you feel. Caboose 121. Okay. What other people do we have in here? Ron Moen. Good to see you. All right. He's been in here for a while. Robert Sacco. Hello, Robert. I'll be seeing you this Saturday. Okay. Because we're going to Pinellas Park. All right. Adam Cruz. All right. And there is an unnamed one in here. Let me see if I could pull this up here. Here is the unnamed modeler right here. No name, no name. Okay, there you go. All right. So I think I got everybody on here. Let me see if anybody else snuck in here. JT, Joseph Hans, Wig Wag Workshop. Okay, Randall McKenzie, PDRR Engineer. Hey, how you doing, Art? All right, so I think that is everybody. If I didn't get you, say hello. Tell me. Scott Eric Catalan, you just dropped in here. That's the first time I just saw you in here. Okay. But I missed you. Okay. Okay. Mr. Pictovid said, good evening, Tom, and everyone. Turn tuning in from the checkout at Home Depot because he keeps influencing me to do better. Oh, my goodness. What did you buy now? Oh, my goodness. And Sean McGee says, nice blustery night. Okay, so I don't know what blustery is because it was like 85 degrees today here and about the same yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about there. What is this stuff? Blustery. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. So it is nice and warm here. So if you haven't done so already, this might be a good time to smash that like button because we only got 33 likes right now. Let's bring those likes up higher. All right, smash that like button. And I see David Fisk is in here. Is it Fisk or Fisky? My retrain won't work. Help. Okay. I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay. Let me put this thing up here so everybody can see this. Where did I? Okay. Right there. My retrain won't work. Help. What kind of problems are you having there? My goodness. Sparky says 60 and 19. Where'd you get that 19 at? Is that dislikes? Oh, you can't see dislikes anymore. Mine shows 44. Oh, my goodness. What's wrong? Fisk, no E. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, now I got it. I was right the first time. Dragon 61 degrees at 8:10. I don't know what it is right now, but earlier it was 85 degrees. Let's see what it says on the nifty thrifty thing here. It says 70 degrees right there. All right, let's get this over here where there's no... There we go, 70 degrees. And you got all those little moons in there and a little bit of clouds at midnight. So we're doing okay. So got the windows open. We're ready. Chasco says it's 72 in Orlando. Oh, it's a little bit warmer up there. My goodness. Okay. Robert says, I'll be listening. I'm working on my layout right now. That's what I was doing last night during Sidetrack Sunday. Every once in a while, I'd have to come in there and make a comment, but I was working on my railroad back here. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. And oh my goodness, here we go with YouTube. The stream's current bit rate, 2831, is lower than the recommended. Would you believe that crap? Oh my goodness. What's wrong with YouTube? They always keep on putting up those warnings on there, but my stream thing says we're still in the red. We're still doing good. So screw you. Screw you, YouTube. Okay. I see dislike. Do you see dislike? Oh, boy. Look at that dislike thing there. They didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so they just put dislike and don't show you the count. But, okay, so they're trying. Their story was we're trying to protect the users, the creators, from seeing all those dislikes on it, but you can still see it. The creator can still see it. Elon Musk needs to buy Google. That's what he's been he's been selling off all his shares. He ought to buy Google. That's right. But what is it? There was a thing there. I can't remember the name of it now. My train of thought has left the station. But it was a alternative to Patreon that I can't remember who started, but where you could post stuff on there and people can pay you. But Rumble just bought them out, and a couple of days after Rumble bought them out, Rumble went public. And then I seen on the feed today that Rumble got into an agreement with Trump on his new platform. So what's going on here? Otter Creek and Rio Grande, they are protecting Brandon. That's for sure. 64 in Smithfield. Yes. David Fisk, Lionel, 282 Southern. Okay, so you're having an issue with it? Dislike works here. Okay, it don't work here. It just shows dislike. You could click on it, but it doesn't show a count. And what good is that? Tim Laswell. Oh my, they don't want other users to see dislikes so they would be less likely to pile on. Yeah, they don't want Brandon to get all those dislikes or the YouTube Rewind to get all those dislikes. My super chuff not working. Uh-oh. So Kyle Stevens says he's got some videos of the Pensacola train show from this weekend. All right. So you need to put them up. I went to Melbourne this weekend. And I think, let me see, did I? Yeah, I got a little video of it, and I'll put that up later. Sounds like personal issue. There you go. All right. So the chuff isn't working. So, and it's a Lionel. So, Mr. Pictovid, what's his issue? Pile on Heath. There you go. I remember that night where he got 15 dislikes. Flogging on Heath. There you go. That's what I say. Okay, so we're gonna start this thing off with the train show stuff. So let me hit this thing right here. All right, you can see all that stuff right over here. Coming up this weekend, there is 2 shows on the 11th. And they're both, boom, in a straight line. If I go from my house, I could go past the Dover one and then go to the Pinellas Park. Originally I was thinking about going to Dover. Okay, Kyle Stevens says videos are already up. We'll have to go and check that out. So Dover is on Route 60, and we hit that one earlier this year. It wasn't too bad, and it was on the same day as Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. We hit that one, and then we went up to Odessa. And this weekend is both of them, Dover and Pinellas Park. So I don't know if we're going to hit the Dover one or not. we might just head on over to Pinellas Park because that one there, it's in two different locations. You got the train show and then you got the clubhouse. So maybe we'll just forget about the Dover and just head on over to Pinellas Park and say hello to Robert Sacco. Hey, Robert, you still listening in there over there while you're working on your layout? Take some time out and say hello. We'll see you on Saturday. Okay, so that is Saturday. And then the rest of the week, the Villages, December 12th through the 15th, is nothing but trains. No vendors at all on this one. This one is for the kids and for the adults that like to go there and listen to Christmas carols and stuff. But they have, let me see, about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 rooms filled with nothing but trains, different scales in different rooms. And we were there last year. It was a pretty good show. I don't know if we'll hit that. It's kind of, we've been hitting a lot of train shows. And, we did this past weekend. We're going to do this coming weekend. And I don't know if we're going to hit the Villages. We might wait until February when they have their big train show. And we'll post that up at another time because we're only working all the way up to January. And I hope I don't miss any of these posts here of the train shows while I'm talking. I'm yapping here and I'm not checking out the chat. And let me go back one. Okay, so let me try this one here. I put that in the queue. And I think I put that one in the queue. Okay, so now Odessa, that is Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. They are always on the third weekend of the month from I think it's September through May. And I don't have a flyer for that yet because they wait until about a week ahead of time before they email them out. So probably next Monday that one's already on there. I'll put that one up there. Okay. I'm getting confused here. Okay, I already got that one up in the queue. Okay, so Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling, I don't think we'll hit that one. Volusia County, I'm sure we will hit that one. That is D-Land. That is January 8th and 9th. That's one that I want to see. And then there's some smaller ones. Stuart, Florida, January 15th, and Fort Pierce, Florida, and January 22nd. They are both on the east coast of Florida. Okay, so where are my flyers at? This is the flyers right here. Okay, so train show and open house. Let's see what this thing looks like right here. Saturday, December 11th, show hours 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Free parking at both locations. Okay, new train show location, Pinellas Performing Arts Center in Pinellas Park. And the club has an open house in Largo. So they got a little map down there. And if you get lost, just give Robert Sacco a call. Admission is $7. Okay, and on the same day, we have Dover, which is Regal Railways, and you can see it's right off of Route 60. Sydney Washer Road. Okay, it's in a little park. Not sure what the park is called. But it's a nice place. We went there. I think we met Steve Childers there the last time I went. Okay, in the villages, I talked about this one. It's a week-long ordeal. Nothing but trains. No vendors. 510 Colony Boulevard, the villages. Okay, and here's a bunch of ones. If you want to pause it, take a screenshot, you could do it. I'll leave it on there for a few seconds, but I have a couple of more on here. I mean, that one goes all the way up till October. That covers a lot, but it doesn't cover all of them. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one here. Okay, here is Volusia County Fairgrounds. This is D-Land. Okay, January 9th. This is the one we're going to go and see. I always like going to D-Land, and since it's a 2-day event, probably will be 2 buildings. One building with a few vendors and a lot of train layouts. The last time we went, they had 2. I mean, I think there was about 1. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. There was about 5 or 6 layouts there. So it's a pretty good show. We plan on attending that one. Okay, and this is one I picked. This is a flyer that I picked up this past weekend. The Martin County Model Railroads present the 15th Annual Toy Train Collectible Hobby Show in Stuart, Florida. So that's on the east coast of Florida. And here's another one on the east coast of Florida. This flyer I picked up. The Havert L. Fenn Center in Fort Pierce, Florida. Okay, this is on January 22nd. This is probably a small train show. I don't think we will be going to that one. And this one, I know I won't be going to this one here. This is in Cheyenne, Wyoming, courtesy of none other than Craig Stuck in the Truck Rexon. All right, so there we go with all the train shows. All right, so I hope somebody will be going to some of them at least. Okay, so let me see what I missed here while I had all those things up there. All right. Okay, now let me go to the queue because I think I got all of them. Yeah, I got that one. All right, so here we go. Okay, Tim Laswell said, I heard there was an Ocean City, New Jersey train show this last weekend. Ocean City, New Jersey. Oh my goodness. Is that near Wildwood, New Jersey? I remember back in the day in the mid 70s, we used to go to Wildwood before we moved to Maryland, and then we went to Ocean City, Maryland. Okay. So, I don't know about the Ocean City one. Okay, so thank you for that. Great Midwest Train Show at DuPage County Fairgrounds, Wheaton, Illinois, December 12th, 2021. And Tri-City Train Show, Roma Lodge, 7130 Spring Street, Racine, Wisconsin, January 9th, 2020. I had a friend in the Air Force. It was from Racine, Wisconsin. His family had a farm, and he was showing me pictures of them building a new silo. And he had posters of John Deere tractors everywhere in his room. Okay. All right. So here we go. Oh, I just put that one up there. Let me go to the next one. All right. So here we go. Elkhart Model Railroad Club has a show the third weekend in March. 150 tables in a 15,000 square foot room. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a big one there. It's not near Florida, so I probably won't be able to go to that one. Okay. So, Randall Ellison said, I went to the Christmas display yesterday, Tom. Only got to spend about 2 hours there. Well, I tell you what, that's more than what I normally spend. But had a great time and got to test run the ES44s too. So far, they're running great now. All right, I'm glad to hear that. I like to see when people go to the train show. Sounds like I would go broke. There you go, Robert. All right. Okay, so Freight Train John M. Schwerer Sr., how you doing? I'm glad you finally got here when I was actually live. You usually get on here afterwards, but good to see you. Say hello to everybody. And Sparky says, still in Lambton till December 17th. Oh, my goodness. Where is Lambton? Okay. Okay, I am from Washington State. Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you for that. All right, so we got those train shows in there. So what is next after the train shows? So does anybody want to hear a rant? Did somebody say rant? Now, this is going to be a twofer. Maybe even a threefer. I don't know. Let's talk about YouTube right now. Okay, so they keep, I don't know why they just don't leave things alone. They keep on changing things around. You know, when you schedule a live stream, you're normally able to schedule it 5 minute increments. You know, like 5 minutes to 8, 10 minutes to 8, 15 minutes to 8. You know, they have that option in there so you could schedule it, or 5 minutes after. Today, no, they did not. It was 15-minute increments, just like the videos. And why they don't make the videos just like they do the live streams, because, you know, everybody schedules their videos now. So you either have to do it on the hour, 15 minutes after, 30 minutes after. Why don't you just make it every 5 minutes so people could, you know, move them around so you don't get bogged down with 50 million people putting out a video at the same time as you are. Listen up, YouTube. Okay, here's another thing that I've seen for YouTube today. This is a two for just for YouTube. Okay, let me put this one on here. All right. YouTube reveals millions of videos get hit with incorrect copyright claims. Really? You don't say? I mean, I've only got hit with one copyright claim this year, and it was bogus. And then they pulled it, you know, about 20 minutes after they put it up. And it was on Epidemic Sound. I had 3 tracks from Epidemic on one video, and they flagged one of them. And by the time I put in my rebuttal, about 5 minutes after I was finished, they pulled it. So that, you know, they do, but they do this to everybody. I've only had one copyright claim. Most of the claims that I had were not copyright, but content ID. And that's because I used to make music or create music with Acid Music many, many years ago. And so did a lot of other people, but what they did was they published it on CDs and then now they have them CDs distributed throughout YouTube. And so some same tracks that I have, because you could use those tracks over and over, and I don't know if you know how to use it, but it's, you know, you just take short clips of pieces of a composition and put them together to make your own song. And I did that on a lot of them. And I always used to get content IDs. And on Boring Family Video Channel, I had about 30 videos that I ended up deleting. And this was way, way before I started this channel here. And I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't have to delete them. All I had to do was dispute the claim, and I would have been able to keep them up, but I didn't do that. I just said to hell with it. I'm not messing with it because I wasn't paying attention to YouTube right then. But that's my rant on YouTube. So take that, YouTube. Now watch my my stream is going to mess up now because I dissed YouTube. Oh, so far it says excellent condition. All right, so we're still in the red. Okay, no problems with the stream yet. Okay, so I have another one. I don't know if this is a rant, but I'm really depressed about this. Debbie got a letter from Social Security on Friday. She's on disability, and she opened the thing up and she looked at it and her jaw dropped, and she says, "Oh no, they can't be doing that to me." Her disability payment for January will be $230 less than what it normally is. So we had to scramble today and fill out a form and then try to get it over to the Social Security office, which nobody is there. I mean, it's just a couple of blocks from us, and, you know, we've never seen any cars there. Never really went up to the door to see what was going on, but we thought the place was closed. Even when we was house hunting, you know, we drove by there and, you know, nobody was there. So it's been closed for a long time. They do appointment only, and most of them is phone conversations. So we called the number, and it's a busy signal. Okay, so we called the 800 number, and we was on that for almost 45 minutes, and nobody ever answered. So I filled out the form for Debbie, and we just took it because, you know, she had physical therapy. So I went over there and I'm looking at the door, and so they had a different phone number there. They disabled the phone number that they advertise, and they're using a different phone number. So I feel sorry for the guy that's in there because they had a security guard in there, you know, and I'm looking at the thing, you know, and I went back to the van and I told, you know, give me something to write on so I can write this number down. And when I went back up there was a security guard. He says, "Can I help you?" And I says, "Yeah." I said, "We've been trying to call." And he says, "Well, that phone's been disconnected. Here's a new phone number." And I says, "Well, I have a form here that I would like to drop off, because we have 10 days to to appeal the decision. And he said, oh, okay, wait a minute, wait, there's a drop box over here. We'll give you an envelope. So he went and got the envelope, gave me the envelope. I put the thing in the envelope. He wouldn't take the envelope. He says, you have to go put it in the drop box yourself. So I walked in, and, you know, he's in a building by himself. He has a mask on. Okay. So when he talks to me, he takes the mask off. And I walk into the building, put it in there, put it in the drop box, and say, thank you very much. Have a good day. So that's my story, and I'm stuck with it. Okay. All right. So that was 2 rants there. I might do one a little bit later. I have been the same with YouTube. I even had copyright at the start and on the songs, and I still get copyright issues. Yeah, they've been doing that forever. They're very aggressive in their copyright claims. I had to dispute. Yeah, I dispute. I've won every dispute that I had. And it was just one copyright claim, but most of them were content ID. But fortunately, it was only one copyright thing, and I disputed it. And not 5 minutes after I sent the thing in, they pulled it off. Dealing with Social Security is difficult at best. That's for sure. And now here's the deal. Nothing has changed with Debbie. The only thing is we put, when we bought this house, put her name on it. The last house, her name wasn't on the house because I went VA. And we weren't married. And so I couldn't get her on there. So it was only in my name. So on this house, I put her on there. So what they're claiming is that food and resident or rent, but since she's paying half the rent, or not really paying it, but we're sharing our expenses, it still comes out to about the same. So nothing has changed. So hopefully we could win that appeal. Okay. Let me look at what we got going on here. Social Security run by a bunch of dysfunctional individuals. That's for sure. I'll tell you what, when I got Debbie to years ago, this was probably about maybe 9-10 years ago, I got her to apply for disability because before I met her, she applied for it once and was turned down. And so she just dropped it. So I says, you gotta do it. So anyway, it took almost 3 years of sending in the claim. They automatically reject the first claim no matter what. It's an automatic thing. So the second claim went in. Okay, they rejected that one. I said, okay, you got 2 of them rejected. Let's get an attorney. Okay, get Morgan & Morgan. And so finally got Morgan & Morgan. never saw anybody, saw the guy from Morgan & Morgan right before it went into Social Security. I couldn't go in with her. And then finally they got it fixed. But it was almost 3 years. And then they didn't go back to when she originally got hurt and wasn't able to work, which would have been about 5 or 6 years, 6 or 7 years back. Because of the first time she claimed, it only went back to when on this series of claims. So they kind of screwed her on that one. But whenever we went in to talk to people about the disability afterwards on things that we could do, every time we went in, we got a different story from everybody else. So it's screwed up. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Okay, Randall Ellison says, I got flagged once in a video, and now every time I have music playing in the background, I put in the description, the radio is set to a local station. Generally, they don't do anything then. Well, you're lucky they're not doing anything, because you can't put any kind of background music in your video unless you pay for it, like I do for Epidemic Sound. You can't claim that, it's background music. It incidental, like 15 seconds or so, is allowed, but they're probably missing it. But claiming that it's background music or a local radio station isn't going to save you. If they catch you, they're going to flag you again, because that doesn't go. All right. Best thing to do with copyright strike is to prank the crap out of the YouTube, throwing everything including naughty words at them. I have won a couple hundred strikes. Yeah, cussing them out doesn't do any good, because it just makes it harder for you. If you got a couple of hundred strikes, that's probably why you got a couple of hundred, because you've been cussing them out. James Prince, how you doing? I'm a new guy from St. Louis, is watching. Thanks a lot for your help. Okay, no problem. I'm glad I could help. You can use the free stuff from YouTube audio libraries as well, Tom. That's what I did in the beginning, but they ran out of good music. But the only one that I have on here, and Sparky will attest to that, is the 1812 Overture. Yeah. Wig-Wag Workshop. I made a little tune in Georgia GarageBand original, and it was flagged. There you go. Yeah, they'll flag anything. Chazco says, James Prince says, welcome and enjoy. There you go. All right. That's funny, Wig-Wag. All right. So there you go. Okay, Chazco, where is this module cam we speak of? Okay, here we go. There is the module cam, live from the train room. And I got it pointing at what I'm working on right now. So this is a dual project right here, module cam and progress on the train layout. And you'll notice, well, if you were here last week, I showed a clip or a picture of, and it looked like Evel Knievel deal where the train track ended, and it's way at the bottom left. That's where I cut out a piece, and I had to put in another piece to start the elevation. But that's what that is. It goes from 0 all the way up to 2 inches, all the way up to where you can see that Dremel motor tool. A little bit past that is 2 inches up. So I'm going to keep it right there, and I'm going to put a turnout beyond where you could see. And, well, let me just move the camera just a little bit. Okay, that skinny section right there is my slide out. and it's slide out because I made it so it slides out. But that's as far as I got right there. I have the cork road bed down, and I'm ready to cut the track up on the higher level with the Dremel motor tool so I could put it together. And then I'll be able to put the track on the bottom. And then over there where you see the pencil is going to be a siding, so that's not going to have any road bed on it, but that's going to go across the slide out also. And so I'll have to put that in there too, and then cut them all right at the slide out. So that's probably what I'll be doing this week. Things have been going really slow for the past couple of weeks. I hardly did anything. So, I've been getting lazy. So why did you need a slide out there? Okay, so you can see that there is a garage door right behind that. So instead of, I'll be, later on this month, I'll be 71. So when you get that age, it's kind of hard to bend over and duck under stuff. So if I ever need to get outside, or if I ever need to bring anything in the garage, I could take that slide out because it's about 34 inches. I could take that out, and that gives me enough room to bring anything into the garage. So that's the reason for the slide out. And there's going to be a slide out on the other end too. And let me see. I got change this around here. And we'll put this other camera in here. Okay, so that right there is the end. That sticks out. It doesn't look like it, but that sticks out just about as far as that one does right there. Right there. So on this end, I'm going to do the same thing. This whole area right back here. This right back here. That's about a little bit over 5 foot. So I'm going to bring it out just a little bit, and I'm going to put another slide out or a lift out or a drop down over here. So I don't have to, it's kind of hard for me to get down this low. You see what I mean? Okay, so that's the slide out on the one end. And this is the close end. This is sitting right behind me, right there, where I'm going to do the same thing. So I don't have to stoop down on and crawl under anything while I'm working on things. Okay. Yes, you could even open the garage door to work on the back side of the layout there if needed. I can open a window and work on parts of my layout from the outside too. Unfortunately, I don't have any windows, but yes, every once in a while I'll open up that door and work on the back just to eye things up to get a different perspective on it. So things go well. Yes. Matthew Holy Land. I would have preferred to see you bounce over by way of a trampoline. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, but I don't think that would help. Reggie Stroud, how you doing? Say, I'm 55 and my duck under is a pain in the ass too. Yeah, that's why I got to move it out of the way. Moonstar 5569. How you doing? First time I've see you here. What you do for a living? I am retired. I don't do anything for a living. Okay, but I used to do a lot of different things. I worked in industrial laundry, managing it, working on the equipment, writing software for tracking maintenance, tracking linen in the hospital. Okay, Randall Allison. Sorry to see you go, but hurry back. Ed Black, yes, when we get to 70, we don't bend very easily. That's for sure. You plan on opening the garage door at some point. I open it all the time, not at some point, but I still go in and out the garage door, John Benicki says, I don't bend well, and after 2 knee replacements, there is no getting on my knee. Oh, my goodness. Don't, I haven't had a knee replacement, but don't ask me to get on my knees because you don't want to see me having to try to get up. Hey, Heath. Heath finally made it in here. Can you please start over, Tom? Hit the rewind button, Heath. You didn't miss very much. Okay. Bye, Randall. Okay, later on. Hey, I don't bend well even at 53. There you go. Do not complain. Hey, I like the new logo you got there. There you go. If he doesn't open the garage door, how is Tom going to get the windblown shots? Let me see. There's a fan right there for that. Okay, so, all right. That is the progress. That is the module cam. We did a rant. Holy moly. Is there anything else that we could do? Now, okay, there was one other thing that I wanted to do here. Let me see. I got a little thing here. That. And like I said before, we went to Melbourne to a train show. So there's always a train show hall. And did I get rid of that? Oh, man, I bet you I did. Oh, here we go. No, I did not. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Well, it says Boca Raton, but I forgot to update it to say Melbourne. Okay, so anyway, we went to Melbourne. It was a 2-hour drive. It was a nice little drive. Arduino update. Okay. Oh my good. Do I have to do an Arduino update too? Okay, we'll do that one next. Let me put this thing in. I got a couple of things to put in the queue. Okay, so we went to Melbourne and I picked up a few things. And what I am lacking in is cabooses or caboosai, Pennsylvania. So I picked up another one right here. How much was that? That was $5. It's a nice, it's got the knuckle couplers on it. And it's got a weight in it. You could hear it. I'm going to have to glue it down. But, and it also looks like it got metal wheels on it. Okay, so that was a pretty good deal. $5 right there. Well, actually, that's what, now I got a bundle. Okay, so that's what he was asking. So here's a little box here with not the concrete, but block, the casting, hydrocal castings. I got a box of them right here. Okay. Now he charged me $15 for that, for the caboose, and 2 box cars. The box cars aren't in that good a shape, although this one here has knuckle couplers, but it's got plastic wheels on it, and it looks like the decals on it are coming off because it says Sandy on the one side over here where my finger is. You can see the decal right there. Oh, let me get that out of the way. So I might be able to use that one there. But this one here, this is a wooden kit. It's got metal wheels, and I don't see the couplers in there. It's halfway assembled, but I'd like to finish that one up right there. So let me see, all 4 of them. He was asking $5 a piece. He gave it to me in a whole bundle for $15. So I made out pretty good there. Now I got one more thing, and it's a funky looking trolley. Steven, dinner calls. Oh boy. Now this one says Pittsburgh Railways. This is a funky looking Bachmann one. I paid $15 for this. It runs, but I might use it up there on one of those shelves, either on this side up here or this side over here. But I always wanted a trolley. I got a couple of old trolleys, and we'll add that to the list of trolleys. And then I went to the hobby shop. What's the name of the hobby shop? Well, anyway, it's not too far from there. But John 2618 kept on telling me about it. It's a good place to go. So I went there, and I picked up a few things. I picked up some files, because I'm always losing my files. And what else did I get? Oh, yeah, I got some buff. Oh, you can see it right there. That is ballast, medium ballast buff. And then I got, even though I'm not going to use it very, very much, I got the starter kit, the 2% thingy. These thingies right here. I might use them a little bit over on this side. As you can see over on that side, I just use the styrofoam. But yeah, I was lazy this week, and I videoed a bunch of stuff, but I never edited what I did over here, so that'll probably come out this week. But that is what we got at the train show and the other place, and that is the progress on the layout. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Okay. I like the trolley I've been finishing up, but I won't run it as stationary, one that I might make in a diorama for. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of trolleys, and they wanted like $100 for them, but they didn't have any from Pittsburgh. They had Cleveland, they had Philadelphia, I think they had Chicago. I wanted to get one from Pittsburgh, but I never seen one. Okay. So I met an older guy when I was younger, and he was able to touch his toes, who says he touched his toes every day. So ever since that, I do that also. Just turned 66 the other day. Oh, right. I could touch my toes. See? Right there, I just touched my toes. I have to sit down when I do it, but I do have a roller stool that I use to get under, helps until I bust my head. Well, this is an old one. I use that to stand on, but I picked one up at Harbor Freight. Where's it at? This one right here. It goes up this high and it goes down this low. I think I paid about $20 for that one right there. So that was a good deal. I use that. I use that all the time. That helps out tremendously. All right, so. All right, those are great stools. I have 3. Oh my goodness. I have one. Woodland Scenics, good products. Yes, they are. All right. PCC trolley. Is that the one that has the from different cities? I've seen a bunch of them at the shows, and I never picked one up because they never had one from Pittsburgh. But I should have picked one up anyway. Wigwags. See, Heath, this is how you do an unboxing. Yeah, Heath, you don't sit there for 20 minutes talking about your stuff. Padding is lacking. Yeah. Well, I have some... these little... Now, one of my very first videos, I think it was the 3rd or 4th videos, I put knee cushions. And that's what these things right here, I use these all over the place, and you can also sit on them. These little boogie boards. They cushion back up. You could even lay, because I use these up on top of the layout. You could even lay these down on top of the track. As long as you don't have trees or stuff, you can lay this down and kneel on the stuff, and it won't damage anything because it squishes. And here's a little lobster. I got a bunch of these, but I use them all the time on my knees and on my butt. Yeah. They work good. I don't have padding on my butt, so I need those. All right. And the one I got is the Desire streetcar. All right, good deal. Yeah, padding is lacking. Yep. I need the padding all because I don't have any padding on my butt whatsoever. Okay, so I had a video here from the train show. Let me put that one up here. It wasn't that big of a show. I don't know if you can notice there, but there wasn't that much HO stuff. On that first table, there was a bunch of really, really old HO stuff. But most of it was O scale, Lionel, and there was a couple of LGB sets up there. But basically, it was all big stuff. A streetcar named Desire. Ed Black, how you doing? What branch of service were you in? I was in the Air Force from 1971 to 1975. Good to see people out and about without masks on. Yeah, well, if you lived in Florida, you'd see that every day. All right. Ed Black, me too. All right. Good to hear. Thank you for your service. All right, so I got another video right here. And they had a couple of 66 to 70. So you was in there a little bit before I was. Yeah, I went in there in 71. When they had the what was it? They had the lottery numbers back then. My number was 93, and I figured, well, you know, I better go join the Air Force instead of getting drafted into the Army if I'm going to go anywhere. So that's what I did. I enlisted in the Air Force. Yes, Florida is a free state. There you go. All right. And you as well. Thank you, sir. Now, if the rest of the country would follow suit. Yeah, I just bought, I got myself a t-shirt, and I wore it on Saturday, and I bought Debbie one also, but it didn't come in yet. It's not here. And hers says, Make America Florida. And mine says, I tested positive. Let me see. I tested positive. Well, what did it say? Oh, my goodness. I forget what it said. Let me see. Let me look this up. All right. Okay, I'm getting down to there. I can't remember what it said. I tested positive for refusing to, I'll remember. Oh, I don't see it here anymore. What happened to it? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's what Debbie said. I tested positive for refusing to live in fear. There you go. All right. They must have sold out of it because I don't see it here on the list. But they got a lot of good t-shirts. Let me see if I can pull this up. wearechange.org. Got a lot of good political t-shirts right here. And hats. But anyway, oh, I had the wrong thing up there, but here it is. Okay, there's the t-shirts and stuff. Okay, I was looking at it and you couldn't see it. Okay, so wearechange.org. All right, so let's get back over here. Now let's get back to the other video. All right, here we go. This back to the train show. right. So that was one of the layouts that they had here. All right. Sorry you feel that way. My daughter is in the hospital with a showstopper. Sorry to hear about that, Lynn. But that's the way I feel. I don't live my life in fear. Okay, so did I have... Oh, I got some pictures here too. Okay. So here are some pictures from the... I think I showed this one last week. This is where I left off last week. But then here are what I did this past week. Putting all that stuff in here. And this is going to be in a video this coming week. And this is with the garage door open, looking from the outside. There you go. There's another one. You could tell that the garage door is open. Okay, so that's all the pictures. That's all the video. That's all the videos that I have. Okay. Fauci probably banned that shirt. He probably did. We got signs down the street. Don't Fauci my Florida. Okay. All right, so checking on the thing here. Everybody's wishing Lynn's daughter well. I hope she gets better soon. Yes, afraid it will never end. Viruses just mutate. And if you have, they don't say anything about herd immunity or natural immunity, but that is a big thing other than the vaccinations too. Okay, Wigwag Workshop. I can't wait for the train show in January here. We're saving up money for over a year. Oh my goodness. You know, there's one, well actually there's two that I'd like to go. Amherst, and I'll probably never get there because that is just so, that's like 1,700 miles away from me. And it's in the winter, and I don't feel like driving in, for one thing, in all that traffic going up through New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and then Massachusetts. I had to do that many times when I did, well, not Connecticut and Massachusetts, but from Maryland, used to go up to through New Jersey and New York to get up to West Point because I worked up there a lot for a contractor. Okay, so never make it to that one. That's one that I'd like to make it to. And another one that I'd like to make it to is Timonium. Used to go there all the time when I lived in Maryland, but it seems like every time that I go up to Maryland, it's at the wrong time of the year. I usually go up there around May or December, sometimes in August. And they never have the train show back then. Okay. Yeah, Amherst is a great show, well worth the holidays, but Strasbourg, May 2022 will be a better time and place to take a holiday. Yeah, that's for sure. May's a good time. My oldest granddaughter's birthday is in May, in the beginning of May. And that's when we went the last time in 2019 when we went to Steamtown. We we went up early. We actually went up in April, and we hit a bunch of places. I think I had made about 20 videos from that trip of different places that we went to. Selling my train stuff on eBay now. Inflation has raised the used train prices somewhat. Yes, it has. Unfortunately. But anyway, that's why I like to go to train shows and pick up some stuff. I don't buy the expensive stuff. I don't buy the new stuff. I don't model the current era. I model older stuff, so I stay away from all that new stuff. Because I like it in around the 50s. I like to model that era. So if you haven't done so already, let me pull this thing up here. Go to my website. And on my website, you'll see that there are little things right there where you could purchase stuff from Amazon, from different places, on different things here. That helps support this channel. Amazon stuff. Most of it's Amazon stuff, but I have stuff on there from other places. Let me go to videos here. I don't have much on videos, but anyway. But every little bit helps. If you're planning on going to Amazon and buying anything, you could go on my website and click on the links on there, and it'll help out this channel. Or you could go in the chat. I think there's a link in the chat, and in the description down below in the video, I have a link in there for my place. Right here. And all the different projects that I did, most of the things that I did projects on are available on the Amazon page. There's just a few that are not only available on DFRobot or on eBay, but most of them are available on Amazon. So if you plan on going, oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Tom, did you do the turn it up music? Oh my goodness, Sparky, thank you. Thank you so much for reminding me about that. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do that. I forgot to thank everybody for participating and supporting this channel. So here we go. Crank it up. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. All right, my cats are banging their heads. All right, that's what it's there for. Thank you very much, everybody, for contributing to this channel. I really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Yes, Stephanie Paul, how you doing? Glad you could make it here. All right. So we're at about 9:25, and I guess Heath is about ready to come on. So I'm going to hit the end thing right here. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. We had a good show tonight. We still got 52 people in here, and I think it went up to about 73 for a long time. We got 60 likes, so if you haven't hit that like button already, why haven't you? So okay, smash that like button, and remember, I can still see the dislikes, no matter if YouTube hides them or not. They're still there. Okay, so anyway, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to put this end thing on here. We'll see you again next week. And if you're not in here by Christmas time, Merry Christmas. Okay, good night.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mister, can we leave that seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Won't that low train carry me back? Well, they left Columbus around 7. Oh, Lord, they hit Louisville about 9. That poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is bright. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Will that long old train back? For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train, 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 won't you carry me home?
Whoa, whoa. Good night, everybody. We'll see you again next week. Take care.